Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, it finally happened. It happened, and I told you on numerous occasions that we will reach this point where Ukraine lies so much that it can't lie more unless it becomes ridiculous. And they're at that point. From here on, they can't make it real. You can't make it believable unless the audience is way down on the IQ scale, way below 86. You're not at the margins anymore. You're down like 35, 40, or whatever. Anyway, so what happened? There were some drone attacks overnight and during the morning, Russian drones attack on Kiev and certain kind of areas. And the Ukrainians now claim that they shut down all of them. So that's 100% accuracy. Success. I would like to congratulate the Air Forces of Ukraine for this achievement, and that's good. Good for you guys, but I don't believe it. I'm okay. Let's say I believe it. Now what? You reach the point beyond which anything else that's below 100% success is going to be a disaster. It's going to be a failure. So if tomorrow the Russians send again, I don't know how many drones, and this guy say, well, we shot down about, 50 out of 60. Not good. That's a failure. Why? Because yesterday you told me that you hit 100% of them. That means you can do it. My expectations were pushed up to the level of, hey, we're good, but we're not good. So what are you going to do next? Are you going to do next? You have only one option of lying more to become ridiculous. Like what? Well, the Ukraine air defense shot 50 drones out of 20 drones. That's the next step. I mean, you have no more. You got 100%. What can you lie next? So you can say, well, the Russians sent, I don't know, let's say 100 drones, but we shot down 150 drones. That's the next line. And then after that, anything below that, again, is going to be a failure. Next time you're going to say, well, they shot 200 drones and we shot down 500 drones. So, we did it what? 250% or something or whatever. You know what I mean? That's where you get with a lie. It's a point where you lie so badly and so much that you can't lie anymore. It's like this. I don't know if I will use this this analogy. When you screw something, quick, you tighten it, and after a little, if you keep tying it, it's gonna break the whole thing, and it just goes. From tight, it's gonna be destroys the. I don't know how you call it. I've been told by some friends here, but I forgot the word. The little thing that the screw goes down. Anyway, so you screw that over there, it's not gonna be tight anymore because you passed the critical point where you should have stopped. That's the maximum. That's where they're right now. Like tight. The next move is going to be the oops, slipped. It's done. You're not going to tie it anymore. The next one is not going to be 100% accuracy. It's going to be 300% accuracy. As I said, they send 100 drones. You're going to shoot down, not 100, you're going to shoot down 200. So that's where sleeping. Anyway, but they're going to find a justification somehow. Because, as I said, the audience is of such a... not the entire audience, because we are the audience as well, but we are so smart, we figure things out, don't we? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Let's go. So this article comes from, I got 3 articles regarding this issue. I got this article from Ukrinform, and it's from the 14th of December 2022. Zelensky says that air defense forces down all enemy drones over Ukraine this morning. Go for it, Zelensky. So, President Volodymyr Zelensky has stated that Russian invaders launched on Wednesday morning 13 Shahid kamikaze drones at Ukraine, all of which were shot down by the Ukrainian Air Defense Forces. Okay, good for you. And now he says the terrorists started this morning, tra-la-la-la. Okay, good job. That's one article. Let's move to another article. We have this one from the same date, Wednesday, 14th of December 2022. So let's see, this article that I mentioned first was at 11:14 Kiev time, AM, 11:14. Now this one, it's from 8:55 AM Kiev time. It comes from, the first one came from Ukrinform, this one comes from Ukrainska Pravda. Ukraine's air defense forces down 11 Russian Shahed 136 drones over Kiev and Kiev Oblast. I'm assuming they talk about the same thing. But here is 11, over there were 13, probably from 8 o'clock, 8:55 until 11 something, they shot 2 more drones. I doubt that, but anyway, what can you do? And we got another little article here. It says, this comes from the third Ukraine propaganda outlet. Don't worry, I have the Russian propaganda as well, American propaganda. We lurk into the propaganda. We like to shower in it because they all lie. They all have an agenda and they will just... And we're like, okay, I believe you. And not. So the third one is from the New Voice of Ukraine. Well, the same date. Ooh, look at this, December 14th, so Wednesday again. And this is from 5:10 a.m. So someone's lying. Why? Because this is the first article. All these are from the from Ukraine time, Kiev's time. So this is 5:10, and this is the title: Ukrainian air defense shoots down all 13 drones in morning attack on Kiev Air Force. So we must be talking about the same issue here, the same attack. Now these guys say 13 drones, right? And they say Kiev. We go, and that's what, 5 o'clock, 5:10 a.m. We go to the other one from Ukrainska Pravda from 12, no, this is another one, from 8:55 a.m. Again, we got Kiev, so that's the same thing, and Kiev Oblast, but we have only 11 drones. All right, but this is later than the first one that said 13 drones. And we go to Zelensky, which is the last one showing up, the Johnny come lately, from Ukrinform. And this is from 11:14 a.m. So 5, 8, 11, rounded or whatever. So 5 o'clock says 13 drones over Kiev. The next one says 11 drones over Kiev. And the last one says all of the drones over Kiev. And he says 12. So anyway, the guys in the middle, which was, I think, Ukrainska Pravda, was it? They didn't get it right, but it's okay. We don't... details are Ukrainska Pravda. Not very important in this case. What I'm pointing out is they all said, all of them. I mean, the middle one didn't say all, but they say 11, whatever. So they're blown up. Good. Now what next? I will tell you a little story, and my Christian friends might not like it, but it's just, certain things are undefendable. Why? Because they're black on white, if you know what I mean. So anyway, let's go with the Old Testament. So we got with a Judaic version of the scriptures. And they say over there, you remember Noah? That guy, yeah, that guy Noah, he built an ark. Remember that one? Yes. How old was he? 600. Not 601, 600. He died, how old was he when he died? Oh, 900? Okay, all right, never mind. It's all right. We don't get into those details. So what happened with this Noah? We know that God destroyed all humanity, but whom? All humanity, all people. He got upset, we start over. But he saved, what's his name? Noah, his wife, and his sons with his wives, correct? Correct. And from all that, again, we started over, correct? Yeah. So everybody else died. Now we know that genetically all that should have been done in about 2 generations. You know what I mean? For inbreeding. But hey, here we are. And then you have all those guys. However you want to turn it. How many sons he's got? 5, 10, 1, 2. Let's give him 3. Okay? So we're not... let's give him 3. Okay, 3 sons, 3 wives. All right. Now, if we look around on this planet, we see a lot of different, you know what I mean? A lot of us. We see the Japanese, we see the, let's say, the guys from Sweden or the Norwegian stock. Then we see the guys from Sub-Saharan stock. And then we see the Arabs, and then we see the Jews, right? And then we see the other people from the Mediterranean. Then we see the Aborigines in Australia. So we see the Indians, kind of like a big diversity, but very clear areas, if you know what I mean. Very clear, very determined. So I wonder how Noah, his wife, the 3 sons, and the wives, the 3 wives, do you think those 3 sons, they were Jewish, correct? So if these three sons, do you think that they married one from that area, then one from that area, one from that area, therefore we have this diversity? Well, obviously, you look into Greek logic. No, it doesn't work that way. And they gave me the answer. They gave me the answer. The answer was, no, Emil, no. What you don't know, oh, my bad, I'm the bad one here. You don't know that God did not destroy all humanity, actually. There were other people that, like Noah, that the Bible doesn't talk about, but we tell you, they don't talk about it. They somehow, they are the ones that now you see Aborigines, or, when I'm talking about differences, should I say it races? Ethnicities, whatever you want to call it, all right? So if this happened about what? About 5,000 years ago, because as you know, the world was created about 6,000 years ago, they say. I don't think they had time to genetically modify in such a way from those three sons and Noah and his wife, to create us so diverse. I mean, science works. We can look what God did for us, and we know that the genetic changes do not occur so fast as these guys tell us. But hey, everything happened because it was a miracle. So when it's a miracle, everything else goes away. Science, logic, and anything. So anything is possible. So this is like here the same. They will come with the justification I'm talking about. They will have people say, hey, no, Emil, it's 100%, but actually right now they hit 200%. I'm going to say, what? So from 100 drones, they hit 200 drones? Yes, you know why? Because they shot 200 shots. Ah, okay. So they shot each drone 2 times? Yeah, Emil, see, you're coming along. Anyway, these guys are liars, and actually they're at the maximum of the lie. I told you the story in Romania with those guys that were lying in the communist times, were telling us that the crop production and the steel production of Romania in those communist times was so effective that surpassed the American production of crops and steel. We knew it was a lie, but they had to lie. They had to lie each and every year, but the lie got so big that became, like the screw, the same. And then they didn't even bother to tell us, hey, because we're so good, the communist system is so fantastic and so efficient, not like those guys over there, So, yeah. Good job, 13 out of 13. Next time it's going to be 20 out of 13. Wait for it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.